Hello YouTube, welcome back to another Deconstruction Gaming live stream. Tonight we're going to hit Bitburner. Probably a shorter stream tonight since we pulled a marathon last night. But let's go ahead and get this fired up. So the first thing we're going to check is I have not opened the game since we streamed last. So all of our scripts have been running for I think 8 days now, something like that. So let's see what pops up here. Okay, 7 days, 23 hours, 40 minutes, so almost 8 days. Scripts generated 1.7 billion. Our hacknet nodes generated 47 billion. We gained 0 reputation divided amongst our factions. All right, so we're sitting on some cash, it looks like. So probably the first thing we're going to do here is, did we get any? You are currently working as an employee at Joe's Guns. Oh, well, let's let some stuff pop up here. You must learn to walk before you can run, and you must run before you can fly, or before you fly. Look for the black hand. Jump 3R. This message was saved as J3 message on your home computer. I don't like it that he saves stuff on my home computer. Okay, so let's see. What do we got here? We've got some money coming in. We've got some reputation. Current company reputation is 131,000. I don't know what that does for us, but okay. Let's go ahead and check some things. So, we've unlocked Relay SMTP. This program opens SMTP port by redirecting data. All right, well, let's start creating that. Okay, you can't work and create scripts at the same time or program at the same time. That makes sense. Ooh, that's a slower one. 1 hour, 51 minutes. All right, let's let that run. Let's look at our stats. Okay, so the job generated our strength, defense, ability, stuff like that. So that actually did something. Money, let's see. All employers, Joe's Guns. Money. We went to a class. Company work, we've made 76 million working at Joe's Guns. Joe pays well, I guess. Hacknet 48 billion. All right, so we have 50 billion. Could pop some achievements tonight. That might be something that actually can happen as well. Okay, let's go to, let's see, I think that'll take me to full screen. Okay, so a few things that we're going to check in on. Let's go to Hacknet first. I want to go to Hacknet, then I want to do some cleanup of some scripts. We are going to run, let's see, let's run, which one? Where are my extra life stuff? Okay, let's run it at the bottom. There we go. That's not too bad. We are playing for Extra Life tonight. We are playing because we got a huge donation today that made us hit all of our goals. So thank you to all of our donors. Let's see. Let's pop up our progress. There we go. So there's our last 5 donors. That hasn't updated. That's all right. Let's look. Let's just pop up the. There we go. We'll pop these up. Last 5. Is that updated? It is updated. There we go. So thank you to Dominic for your huge donation. That made us. We hit our goal. We're over 3,500. We're at 3,904 now, I think is the number. So thank you to our donors there. So our progress. Yep, 3,904 out of 3,500. So we're going to keep pushing. So we are going to do, in honor of making our goal, we're dedicating this stream to Extra Life. And because of that, we're also going to take any more donations we can get. It is my birthday today. So thank you to my family for a wonderful birthday so far. And then, any donations, we'll consider them a birthday present. So thank you for that. So let's go ahead and turn that one off. And we'll leave the bottom scroll on. We'll change that over to the donate link if it's going to work. If not, I can do it manually if I have to. Let's see. Where's the right button? Scenes cam, lower third sound. Okay, it should be over here. Alright, that one's work. Here's our progress scroll. Link scroll, that's the one we want. Come on, pop up. There it is. Okay, all the buttons are working now. Okay, so let's go to Hacknet first. See what we can clean up there. So we also might pop some achievements tonight. We've maxed out all of these. So let's go ahead and let's go to max. There we go. That should pop an achievement, I believe. Maybe not. I don't see anything popping up. We'll see. Okay, the other thing that we're going to want to try to find here is it the city? Where do I go? There we go. Unlocked achievement. It is called That's the Limit. Maximize a Hacknet node. Okay, so it was... It's been 8 days. One of these we actually used to upgrade our home machine. That's the Iron Gym. Was it Alpha? Powerhouse Gym, Hospital, Megacorp, Blade Industries, Joe's Guns, Food and Stuff, Travel Industry, Forge Signs, NSA, Carmack Security, Deltacon, Universal Energy, World Stock Exchange, Icarius Microsystems. Okay, well, I think it's in the documentation. So let's check that. Editing our hacking. After you purchase your servers. Additional servers. Copying our scripts. We didn't do augmentations. Augmenting RAM on your home computer. Okay. City Alpha Enterprises. There will be a button that says upgrade home RAM. Click on that. Okay. So let's go ahead and just spend some money on our home computer here. There we go. So we are at upgrade home RAM. That's $1 billion. $1 billion for 500 gigabytes. All right, $3 billion for 2 gigabytes. $18 billion for 4 gigabytes. Ooh, this is starting to get expensive. How far does it go? Holy cow. Okay, well, I don't want to run us completely out of money. What do we have? We still have $35 billion. So let's go ahead and see. We already got servers. Upgrade home cores. That's $7 billion. So it's just RAM and cores. Okay, so let's go 1 to 2. Whew! That gets expensive really quick. All right, well, we blew through a lot of our money. We're still at $28 billion. Let's go to back to the Hacknet. There it is. All right, so that is 7 million more a second. If we max these out, I think. Nope. There we go. It's 3,000 or 3.4 thousand a second. So 356 million. They've produced us 48 million or billion, so probably not bad to spend some money here. So we'll max that out. We'll max this out. If we turn the overview on, it will give us our money. Yeah, 27 billion. All right. 26 billion. 25 billion. That's our 12. And then these are our controls. Now, there is an achievement. Let me see if I can find it. See if we want to chase any achievements tonight. Maximize the HackNet node. We just got that one. Work out at a gym. We should do that. Install your first augmentation. Travel anywhere. Go to the hospital. Acquire relay SMTP. I think we're working on that one. Restart the game. Acquire HDMI. Join. Acquire. Unlock. Purchase. Acquire. Okay, have 30 HackNet nodes. All right, so this we have 12, 13, 14, 15. Well, I don't like that that's not an even number, but so the question is, do we want to chase that achievement? And how much is a new HackNet node? They're starting to get a little pricey. 3, 6. All right, let's go ahead and we're going to go for that achievement. See if we have enough money. Okay, so we're at 15. We need 30. This might be prohibitively expensive. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Yeah, this is starting to get expensive. 24, 25, 26. I don't think we're going to make it. Yeah, we'll stop at 26. Oh, we got to get one more. 27. That's one of my favorite numbers anyway. Okay, we're down to 4 billion. And we got 27 nodes. So we need 3 more nodes, which is going to be expensive. Okay, let's see. Let's work out at a gym. Where is the gym? Train strength, defense, dexterity, or agility. Well, they're all the same. So, depends. Do we want to be agile, dexterous, or strong? Let's start with strength. 2,000 a second. Wow. So I think it's because we've raised our numbers. That's probably getting high. So all right, we'll work out for a minute, maybe 30 seconds. Depends on how expensive this gets. I mean, we have 4 billion, so I think we're okay. We'll do a minute. And then I think have 30 scripts on your home computer. I'm wanting to actually lower my number of scripts, but all right, well, did we get the... Maybe you have to stop trading before it pops the achievement. There it is. Gains. All right, 2 achievements down. I spent 144,000 to gain 600 strength, which wasn't even enough to give me a level. So, all right, so that could get really expensive. All right, let's go back to programs. Is this still running? Don't think so. Let's start that back up. All right. So far, we made a bunch of money, spent a bunch of money. But now that we have those HackNet nodes running, that's just more money for the next time, right? So if we keep investing in that, here does it say? I think it gives us a... Yeah, we've produced 48 billion and spent 25 billion. So it's producing more than it's costing us. That doesn't seem right. Maybe that's in purchasing. I don't know, because we blew through 50 billion. We put a lot of that into our home computer though as well. So let's check out our home computer. We have a script running. Noodle Cache is running here. Oh no, we're on Joe's Guns. We need to go home. Okay, I remembered where we were. That's interesting. So here's part of it. I had the early hack template running with 196 threads over that time. So the home computer actually generated quite a bit. Let's see. Let's check it out. Security level can run scripts. Yes. RAM's up to 4 terabytes now instead of 500. So we'll be able to really crank this up the next time that we run it. Probably almost 200, 400, like 1,600 threads, 1,500 threads. So we'll play around with that as well. Actually, let's get that working right now. So we need to figure out, let me open up a calculator. So we have 4 terabytes, right? 4.1 terabytes. And what is the command? Backdoor free. One of these things should give us network by CD check prints the script logs. We should check that. Clear all the text, connect, copy, download. Check the machine's memory. That's good. Help, history, home, host name. Mem, there it is. So we want to mem. So this takes 2.6 gigabytes of RAM. So we have 4.1. Make sure I put enough zeros in here. So 4.1 terabytes is that's not right. 2.6. Oops. The decimal didn't go in. 1576 is going to be my guess. All right, so let's see what's running right now. So let's kill one. Okay. So we want to run our hack with threads of 1576. Nope, my math is a little off. 1575. All right. I missed it by 1. Not too bad. So we use 99.98% of our memory, and that script is now running. Okay. So let's check our active scripts. Our home machine is running our base template here. Let's check our servers. They're running the same thing. Total online production, total offline production. 10,000 seems a little light. Let's check another one. So these definitely don't get us much. So the hacknet, I think, is much better for the offline. Like if you look at this, when we were running and we played last time, our 3 hours, we made, if I'm reading this right, we made 4.9 million. And in the offline time, we only made 6,000 over 8 days. So, okay, so these aren't really helping us. Now the hacknet, on the other hand, That made tons and tons of money. I should have checked this before I killed it, but that's okay. Okay, let's see. Travel. What is travel? Is this where I am right now? Old Haven, New Tokyo. 200,000? Yeah, I would like to travel there. Your faction invitation. Would you like to join tie-in? We'll decide on that later. Well, we do gain rep doing stuff, so I don't think there's anything about joining that hurts. All right, we got World Explorer. So now if I want to, do I still have access to home? I do. So I must bring my computer with me. So noodles, food stuff. Okay, so where you are, I don't think matters on the net. Let's see. City. We do have a different city, though. Okay, so that's good. Same stuff. It looks to be just kind of... It's a different map. There's still the slums. Still a World Stock Exchange. Alright, well that's kind of nice, but... I think this is where we were. Sector 12. Let's go back there. Okay, we've traveled. Any other achievements we want to knock out? Augmentations, hospitals, restarting the game. I think we're going to get one for creating this program. Yep, there's an achievement linked to that. I think probably to all the programs. Have 30 hacknick nodes. We didn't quite make that. 10 million reputation. Write scripts that cost 32 gigabytes a thread. Yeah, there's all kinds of... So the numbers get big on this. Okay. So really the thing I want to work on tonight for a little while is cleaning up some of our scripts. We've got stuff that's all from the tutorials and little things that we've made and things like that. So what I want to do is I want to build one. So like we've got Joe's Cache and we've got Noodle Cache, right? So if we nano Joe's Cache, come on. Oh, I think it's Joe's Cache. And we nano I spelled mine with an O. Noodle Cache. All right, so if we look at these two scripts, they're essentially the same script. It's just an attack script that I've got running. But they're the same, except we just bring in a new target. So the first thing I'm going to do is try to build a script that I can just pass that in when I run the script. So let's go ahead and we need to make ourselves a testing environment. So we'll just call this testing.javascript. And the first thing I want to play around with is, and I probably need to pull up a JavaScript. Okay, hopefully, man, my screen is not happy. Let me go out of the full screen mode, see if that fixes it. There we go. Okay. JavaScript reference, because I am rusty. Okay, so the first thing I want to test is, okay, there is an alert function. Let's pass it a message. Test alert function test message. Okay, first off, I want to test, does it want semicolons? Is it going to be semicolons? It should. So let's run. Cool. Mem. Oh, I can't run the script because, okay. So let's kill. What is it? PID 34. Kill 34. Let's fire that up with 1500. All right, so now I have 3 terabytes free. All right. Okay, so I got a. Oh, you guys can't see it. All right, let's see. We might need to change over to something else here. I got an alert box, but it's not showing up in OBS because it's not in the game window. It is just a Windows standard alert box, but it did work. All right, let's see if the other ones work in game, and if they don't, so don't need the semicolon, but I kind of think we should have semicolons. Oh, okay. I think that alert box is still open. Oh, where did it go? Okay, hold on. Okay, there we go. Okay, so we're going to comment this one out. Now, I did do a little bit of testing on this in an offline version. They do have this NS functionality, and it also has an alert. So NS alert test. All right, so let's save this and see what it does. Okay, so that one shows up in game. So this is similar to what I got outside of the game. It's just the other one popped up a Windows version of it. Okay, let's see. Other things that I somewhat remember from JavaScript. Let's see, alert. Let's see, JavaScript. I think there's different versions of these. Pop-up boxes. There we go. All right, we got alert. That one works. Okay, there is a confirm. Let's see if our confirm will work. All right, so back to our script editor. Confirm. We have to pass it a message. Looks like it. Press a button. All right. Okay, so that one also popped up a window that you guys cannot see. Let me see. Let's just turn on the display. Let's see, turn that off. There we go. So this is what I'm seeing. You get this little alert box with an OK and a cancel. And that should give us also some functionality. So I should be able to say, let's check one of our more advanced scripts. Game is behaving very oddly tonight. Again, is it because I have that? Nope, that alert box isn't there. All right, come on. Give me control. Okay, is this going to work? Yeah, I'm not getting any input. But I am getting input outside of the game. Okay, let's do this real quick. I'm just going to shut the game down and restart it. Let's see if there's something weird going on. Play normally. Because it was acting funny. Your hacknick nodes generated 2 million in 18 seconds. All right, thank you. Okay. So let's nano. Okay, so this one has a lot of functionality. We don't need constants. All right, let's see. We got a prompt box we can test. That looks to be the only other one. So let's test that real quick, and then we'll see. Is that still creating? Yep. Oh, we started over, so we need to get our testing script. Okay, so what we can do with this, though, is we can do something like... let's see. Is it let test bar equal nothing, and then we will ns alert test var. All right, let's comment this out. Save it. All right, so it's an empty box, as I would have expected. Now let's say test var equals, and see if I can pull this in. And then we'll take this, throw it down here. So we get to press a button. We'll click OK. Alert message expected to be a string. Okay, so we got a variable type. So let's set this to... Okay, it's not liking those outside of the game versions of things. Let's see if we get control back here. Okay, clicking's working. But it's moved my control outside. Okay, so I got to click out of the game and back into the game. Okay, that might work. We'll see. So let's go ahead and comment this out. See if our functionality works. Okay. Oh, nope. We need to change this first. True. Okay. True is not defined. All right, so now we're getting to my rustiness of things. Now we could probably use it in an if statement. All right, let's see if we can do that before we get too far down here. We'll change this back to just a string. All right, so let's do this. We're going to say if all right, let's say, I don't know why I'm doing this because we're probably not going to use this anyway. If confirm holy cow, learn to spell. If confirm and then else, no, not elsewhere, just else. Okay. Let's ns.alert true actually, can we inline this? I don't know if it'll do that. Else that one should go away. There we go. Okay. I want to see if this is even usable. We're probably not going to use it, but actually let's comment that one out. Okay, we run this now. Okay, so we got our true result. Again, I can't type, so click out, click back in. There we go. And if we run this again, and we click cancel, we get our false result. So it works. It doesn't like it though. So is there an ns.confirm? Doesn't look like it. Oh yeah, there is. Okay, will this work? No, ns.confirm is not a function. So it doesn't like that. So this is where we'll have to figure out like what works in JavaScript and what is and is not available. All right, the last one, there is a prompt. So let's take this whole test chunk of code. We'll comment it out. Okay, is there an ns prompt? There is. Let's just see if it works. Okay, cool. There's a yes/no prompt. So, but there's not a confirm. ns.confirm. Nope. All right, but prompt will work. Now, prompt does have some arguments. I don't know if I will remember them. Let's see if we can figure it out by context. String, options, type, boolean, text, select, choices. Options to modify the prompt the player is shown. Prompt the player with an input model. So type, I don't know the types. ns dot. Nope. Okay. Anyway, the one that I really want to use is the alert. So that'll work for that. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and switch back over then to the game window. There we go. That'll be a little cleaner. Okay, so the next thing I want to test is argument passing. ns.args So is this in the documentation? Is the documentation searchable? That's our question. Let's see. Basic mechanics, advanced mechanics, resources, tools and resources, mitigation, learn to program. Learn JavaScript. Remote API, game frozen, change log. All right, let's see. Did they do this stats hacking scripts? Companies, factions. Run hack, multi-threading scripts, working with scripts at the terminal. Yeah, I don't see anything there. I don't think they used it in any of these. Actually, I think they did. I think there was one towards the end that might do what I'm looking to do. Terminal. Okay, that's our purchase server script. We ran that one. Profiting from scripts. Okay. Server argument, server ports. Let server port length ns.earlyhack.js/server. ns nuke server. Okay, so server is where? Array of all the servers. Don't need any ports open to gain root access. Array of all the servers that only need one port. Copy our scripts onto the server that requires 0 ports to gain root access. Servers.port link. Okay, that just goes through all of them. It's not passing anything in. Okay, well, here's where we're going to start playing around with it. So let's go into our script editor. If we just throw an alert of this. Actually, we want an NS alert. Let's see what happens. I'm thinking we'll probably get a crash. Alert message expected to be a string typed object. Okay, so will that work? Let's see. Let's see. Testing.js, comma. Actually, let's just do Joe's Guns. File extension. All right, well, let's do some looking up now. Passing arguments into a Bitburner script. See if I find anything. Normal array using the arg01. Yeah, arguments can be a string. Okay, yeah, that's what I expected. So this is the correct way to access it. So how do we pass it? How do I use the run command, I think? Read only arg script. ns.args. Okay, here's something else we want to try. There's I think a terminal print. Is that what it is? ns.tprint. Testing. Let's see what this does. Because we're just in curiosity mode right now. Running script with one args. Okay, so it just printed it out to the command prompt as opposed to an alert box. That's actually useful as well. Okay, so we got that. So what does this say? Arguments passed into a script can be accessed as normal array by using the bracket operator. Yep. Arguments can be string, number, or boolean. Use args.length to get the number of arguments that were passed into a script. Okay. So it can be done. Let's do a script. Arguments passed into a script can be accessed NetScript using special array called args. The arguments can be accessed using normal array operators. Yep. Unless we want to make a generic script, we can pass 2 arguments into the script. The first argument will be the name of another script. The second argument will be a number. Okay, the generic script. So run. That's not looking to be helpful. I don't see the script name. There we go. Can I use them can I use arguments in the hurly gack? Arg0 being the first thing you input into your example. You would use args with an arg0 being the first thing you input, like an example, but you could have an args1, so on. Yep. Let's see. Run hack script. Take the noodles. Yeah, they're trying to do here exactly what I'm trying to do. But I'm not seeing how to format the run command. That's the piece I am not. Use internal arguments to assign a value to a script. There we go. Maybe this will give us what we want. That's what I'm looking for. Okay, I see the script. Fine. Is it possible to do this? Yeah, so a lot of people talked about how to access the arguments, right? This should get us that, but we have to be able to pass something in. The script. I'm just not seeing how to format the run command. Check foo, kill, run. Okay, there's a. Okay, this might help. Okay, let's go with. Can we do help on run specifically? There we go. Tail, ram, and args. Arguments are the only valid when running a script. The T flag is used to indicate that the script should be run with a specific number of threads. If the flag is omitted, the scripts will run on a single thread. The tail flag is used to immediately open the tail window for the scripts being ran, and the ram override flag used to override the amount of RAM per thread the script is run with. If the script ends up using more than the amount, it will crash. If any of the flags are used, then they must be completely run. Args represents a variable number of arguments that will be passed into the script. See documentation about script arguments. Each specified argument must be separated by a space. Okay, we're getting closer. Run, file name, T, tail, ram. Okay, so it's just brackets, I think. Okay, so let's try that. Run testing, bracket, Joe's guns, bracket. So that should be my argument list. Okay, it accepted it, so now let's try this. Actually, let's stick with this tprint. This isn't bad. ns.tprint. And now we're going to pull into that ns.args. And we want the first one in the array, which is 0. Comment that out. All right, so put bracket Joe's guns. I don't want the... All right, what if I just put... Maybe I don't need the actual bracket. Let's do something different. Bob. Okay, so I just had to put it out there with the space. We don't need the brackets. Now, if I want to have a string, we should be able to... This is a string. Okay, so it took that as a whole unit because they're separated by spaces, right? So the other thing we should be able to do here is copy this. If we pass it two things, this is a string and 5. There we go. So this is a string and 5. Okay, so now what we have working is the ability to call a script with an argument list and access that argument list. Okay, so now, not terminal, nano. Actually, let's get our, let's rebuild this script. Yeah, let's rebuild this one. Okay, so let's do we're going to write a brand new script now. So nano, we'll call this the, I mean, really what is it? It's our standard hack template. So we want, what did they call it in the original tutorial? I think it was just called early hack. Let's see if it's in the documentation. I don't want to restart the tutorial if I can help it. Okay. Each server has security. Yeah, so this is our early hack template. So that was the original. So, so we're going to call this this will be our offline hacking template, I guess. Okay, so let's nano. We need a good name. It's our safe one. So we'll call this the safehack.js. No, that sounds like we're cracking a safe. Base hack. Actually, you know what? Let's call it what it does. It is our grow. So let's see. It's grow weekend hack. Now let's give it something that has a unique starter. Okay, I'm going to call it MM for Moneymaker. Okay. So we're going to take this functionality. That's what we want. And let's rethink this, right? Okay. So instead of a constant, actually, this won't take a lot of changes, I don't think. Defines the target server, which is the server that we're going to hack. So let's change this over to collect, or let's see, save server name passed into the script. So we'll take that out. And so instead of hard coding this, we're going to say ns.args, and we'll just do argument 1, well, the first argument, which is argument 0. And then we can pass the number of the number of threads is part of the script. So, okay. So number 2 defines how much money a server should have before we hack it. In this case, it is set to the maximum amount of money. Money threshold, let's get server. Okay, that is fine. Defines the minimum security level. Okay, that's hard-coded. If we have brute SSH program, use it to open the SSH port on the server. So that is something that only has to run once. So if we prep our server correctly, no, let's leave it. Leave it for now. All right, then we nuke it. Okay, then while true, so infinite loop, get server security level target. Let's make this match the rest of the script. There we go. Okay, so that part works. So what we're going to do is I want to make sure that this isn't going to crash it. So let's just save that. And then we'll just run. All right. It ran. And it didn't do anything. Okay, so now let's do a quick little test here. So we'll do ns dot. Let's try the alert version this time. Give us something a little bit different. Okay. Alert message expected a string is undefined. All right, so now let's run it again with Joe's guns. Joe's guns. Okay. So we're setting that variable correctly. Now I wonder, is there a way to test for typos here? I suppose I could hard code like they do. Let's go back into here. We've got, let's go to their advanced script. Right here, they're building a list, you know, and then they are going through the loop, checking everything on the list. So if we wanted to make this safe, we could actually write it from the standpoint of, what am I thinking? From the standpoint of hard coding this in and then testing against this list in a loop. So for the I equals 0, length, and see if we have a valid name. Let's see if I can do that. It's been a while, but so we're going to want, I think, all of that. Oops, back in here. Okay. So let's toss this at the top right now. Okay, so for let I equals 0, I to servers 0 port dot length, like const servers port. So that should pull from servers port. Okay, that should pull Sigma Cosmetics, and we don't want to hack it. We want to say we missed a bracket, so let's make sure we put that in before this goes awry. All right, we want to replace this functionality with if servers 0 port I Okay, in JavaScript, is it equal equal? I think it is. To target. And we'll throw in ns.alert of the target. Okay. See if I broke anything. So we'll try to run this with bogus information. Hello. All right, that did not work. I shouldn't have got that in my head logic. So, okay, we've got these. We pass in a target. We say let I equal 0, I to servers port I plus, const servers port I. Oh, I need to. No, that should work directly, right? Let I equals number. That should be a string. That should be a string. Right. A script argument, but. So if that is true, let's throw an else in here. Else ns.alert no server found. All right. I'm probably missing some chunk of logic. Okay. Okay, they're both firing. So where I probably messed up my if statement then. Okay, let's get a little bit of a reference here. Okay, so if. Okay, so if bracket is equal to target. Is it only one equals in JavaScript then? Let's try that. Okay, we got Joe's guns and nothing else. Okay. Now if we pass this script bogus information, hello, we got hello. All right. We're closer. It's only firing once, which is good. It's going through the loop. Oh, wait. I think we're just getting this. I don't think our if statement's working at all. All right. Let's take that away. Now try it. Okay, we got hello. Bob. Okay, let's make sure I don't have anything else running down here. Nope. All right, so let's go back through this. Set our target. We set this. Actually, you know what? Let's just make sure that I'm getting the data that I think I'm getting. So we'll comment that out. And down here, we're just going to throw in ns.alert for servers port 0, argument 0. So if I think this should give us Sigma Cosmetics if I am following my old programming logic. Yep, Sigma. Okay, so that's working. So then I'm going to change these over to the other though. Let's use the, what was it? Where's our testing script? tprint. I like tprint. It's a little cleaner. I don't have to click OK as much. So let's tprint. And then we will also tprint our target. There we go. Okay, so we're getting the two pieces of information there. Cool. So at this point, everything's working the way we want it to. Now, let's bring this functionality back in. But let's take this functionality out. And let's take this piece of information that we know works. We'll bring it in here. I'm going to comment these out. And we're going to change this to I. So now what I'm expecting to get is that list of servers. Sigma Cosmetics, Joe's Guns, Nectar Net, Hong Fang Tea, and Harry Carry Sushi. Okay. So now inside the loop, we're going through. All right. So now let's go ahead and comment that out. And let's work on our if logic. So something's not working in the if statement. So this is basically just debugging. Now it's debugging on code that I haven't written in probably a decade. So part of it might simply be I'm not getting syntax correct, which is definitely fine. So, all right. So the first thing we're going to do is change these over to tprints. Tprint, like that one. Okay, so if server 0 port I, which is a string. Okay, is it because they don't actually match? Well, let's run it and see what we get. Okay, so it's triggering the true. So we saw that with the tprint now. It's triggering the true 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so it's going through the loop, but this isn't working. All right, let's go back to the way I thought JavaScript worked. Okay, no server found. Okay. So now let's try this with Joe's Gun spelled correctly. Okay, so I think what we've got now is a typecasting issue. So can I cast this to a string? ToString. ns.args. All right, let me do a quick reference check. JavaScript, what does keyword constant limits? It does not define a constant. It defines a constant reference to the value. All right, what does it say it does in here? I want reference. Can you give me a reference? Yeah, I don't think it does. Let's see. Declaring a variable. Yeah, var. JavaScript variables can be declared in 4 ways. Automatically, var, let, const. Var is what I remember. All right, so let's... Actually, you know what? Let's not completely break that yet. Let's just see if we can get this cast to work. All right. Doesn't look like it did. Let's also make sure that I am... Oh, no, it's... You know what? Let's go back, because I think it might be it's case sensitive, so... let's put this back. and spell something correctly. So it's all lowercase. Okay, so that didn't work. Debugging is fun. I did save. I hope I saved. All right, let's see. Well, let's check my... Let's see, JavaScript if statement. There's less than if condition. Yeah, I understand the basic. Okay, let's look up the JavaScript comparison operator. That's what we really need. JavaScript comparison operator. Yeah, equal is equal to. Okay. So, const servers port dot length. Oh, you know what? Okay, I think dot. Is there a text or maybe a toString here? ToString. Okay, there we go. That might be our thing. Is there a .toString operator on this? All right, let's do that. Let's change this back. And let's pull this out. Okay, so it's not doing what I thought. All right, let's see. Target. Servers.length. Array. Length number. Server support. .i. Oh, toString probably has a... There we go. String representation. Okay. Okay, no server found. Joe's Guns. Perfect. Okay, so we debugged the crap out of it. Again, mostly due to my not remembering how to write JavaScript. So what's actually happening now? So you'll notice that we got no server found, Joe's Guns, no server found, no server found, no server found. So let's look at our script. So up here, we defined 6 Sigma, Joe's Guns, which is the second. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 5 different options. This loop is going to go through and check each option. So when it gets to the first one, let's bring this code up a little bit. Let's clean this out. There we go. So when it gets to the first one, it says, okay, check the target, which is our argument that we passed in, against the first thing here, Sigma Cosmetics. Does it match? If it does, print the target. If it doesn't, print no server found. Okay, now do the second one. Joe's Guns equals Joe's Guns. It did. Third one, fourth one, and fifth one, it did not. And so our output was no match, match, no match, no match, no match. Okay, so now, and this is overkill for the game, but it's just kind of a fun challenge. So now what I want to do is we'll keep this information in here. I don't know that we're going to use this quite yet. So we'll mess around with that later. So we want to change now. We use these prints just as a test. So now we want to create a variable up here. We're going to call it... I don't remember what the standard for JavaScript is. So we'll just say Boolean continue, and we're going to set this equal to false. All right, so let's write now. Now we're going to test a little more functionality. So we're just going to write, let's write it up here so I can just do a test. We're going to say if bool continue else and again we'll do an ns.tprint, not toast, tprint yes, and ns.tprint no. Okay, so what I'm doing right now is I'm just testing my memory. So what should print right now is no, if I have this correct. So there we go, we got no. And then if this is true, it should print yes. Okay, so functionality, that works. So here's what we're going to do. Now we're going to take this functionality and we're going to bring it down here. All right, we're going to set this back to false. So by default, we don't want our code to run. So let's bring back this. Okay, so we're going to go through our loop. We're not using that, so we're going to take it out. And we are going to say, if we find a match, let's see, JavaScript, can we exit a for loop? Yeah, I think it's just the break command. Let's see, the break statement. Yeah, I've already seen a break statement using it earlier. Yeah. Ends the loop. Okay. So if we get a match, we are going to say our bool continue equal to true and break. There might be a more elegant way to do this. And actually, we don't even need an else in this because it's already false. Okay. So we're going to leave this test bit of script in here. And we're going to fix our brackets because something feels off. We don't want that one there. Okay, there we go. Purple, purple, blue, blue. Purple, purple, purple. Okay, so now what we should get is if we run this script with an invalid name, we should get no. And if we run it with a valid name, Joe's Guns, we get yes. Okay, so what we've added now is some testing to make sure we are getting a valid name. All right, so based off of this now, we can take this functionality and work our way to the rest of the script. So I think we'll actually be able to kill the else statement in this as well, but okay, let's turn on the rest of this script. Okay, I'm gonna move my stuff down here to the bottom. We'll pull it up as we need it. And we're going to move this to the bottom. There we go. Okay, so let's follow our script logic. So we've got variable declarations. So this one, Boolean to run. Actually, let's just call it name argument validation flag. There we go. Okay, we'll use this array. That's good. We're not going to use this one right now. Okay, copy our scripts onto each server that requires 0 ports to gain root access, then use nuke to gain admin access and run the scripts. I don't know if I'm going to get to it tonight. I really think that I would move this stuff into a different script and maybe make a master script that calls this if needed and doesn't call it if not needed, just to make it so that it's more efficient. But we're going to keep this functionality for now because we know it does work. So we pull, we're pulling some more stuff. So we'll keep that as is. All right. So if we have the file, we run it, we do the nuke. All right. So here is the loop that is the core of this. So we only want this to run if we typed in a valid name. So we're going to bring this up here. Actually, you know what? We want to bring that up even farther. There's no point in doing any of this stuff if we don't have a valid name. All right, so here we go. We're going to check for a valid name. Then we are going to use our if statement and say, just going to copy this part. So once that's done, if we have a valid name, so Boolean continue, do all this stuff. Otherwise, it won't do anything. Okay. So let's walk through the logic here. We pass in an argument. We collect that argument here. We set ourselves a flag. We build ourselves an array of valid server names. We go through the loop. We go through each one in that list, and we try to find, is what you typed a valid server name? If it is, we're going to say true. And then if we are true, I theoretically could put this inside that loop, but I don't want to. That makes me nervous. We set all of our variables up. We do the nuke. We do everything like that. And then this loop will just continue to run like it did before. If this is not a valid name, it should just exit the script. So down here, let's put an ns.tprint. Invalid server name. Got a weird space in there. There we go. Okay. Let's try this out. So if we say Bob's Guns, we get invalid server name. But if we run this with Joe's Guns, it is now running, right? So we can see here, it is actually running using 2.6 on one thread. So let's kill, autocomplete, go away. Number 81. So now can I run this with, let's just say on 2 threads. All right. So and grow week is running on 2 threads. Let's go check our active scripts. grow week. Args Joe's Guns. Oh, cool. It puts it in there. That's kind of cool for debugging purposes. Let's just run a little bit and see what happens. While that's running, don't know if my bot is up and running tonight. Can't remember if I even turned it on. Should be. I'm going to throw my donation link in the chat if you are willing and able. That is my Extra Life donation. We had a big day today, so thank you to Dominic for the donation that pushed us over our goal. It was a big one. Very cool. Very much appreciated. We're still going to try to raise money till the end of the year. Today's my birthday stream, so if you want to give me a birthday present, drop some money to Extra Life. If you can't, that's fine. Share the link. Let other people know what we've got going on. Okay, so I got 30 hacking experience. What that means is the grow or the weaken ran. The hack hasn't made it there yet. So that is something to consider. Now, something else that we're going to just let that run and see if it reports any money. So let's go back here and let's scan again. And does it analyze? Or do we have to go to Joe's Guns to analyze? I think we do. Connect to Joe's Guns. Analyze. Required hacking scope for the hack and backdoor 10. Server security level 11. Oh, it's down to... Okay, what are we running anything on Joe's Guns right now? We might not be. What are our active scripts attacking right now? Okay, so it's the BG early hack. So what is this set up to? Yeah, it's attacking Joe's Guns. So all those servers should be hitting Joe's Guns. And what's my home server hitting? Joe's Guns as well. Okay, so... Alright, well, let's try just to run this ourselves. Alright, well, let's see if any of these are hitting Joe's Guns. Because Joe's Guns is out of money. Which means it feels like our scripts aren't actually doing what they're supposed to be doing. What do we have these attacking? These are all still attacking Noodles. Yeah, that one's made 125 million. Okay, so offline running of scripts isn't a cash cow. The 5 hours of online time made 125 million. The 11 days of offline time, 196,000. Lots of hacking experience, though. So offline, you get lots of hacking experience. But I wonder, it's almost like the script isn't working in offline mode. Because that one should be doing the same thing. You know, so this is targeted directly to Joe's Guns. Or, oh, I wonder, did I shut off? Okay, we got Noodle Grow running. All right, let's go check the Noodle server. Yeah, so this one is actually working. Server security level is 1.1. All right, so this one's working fine. All right, let's go home. Connect to P server 0. All right, it's running the early hack template. I don't think Analyze does anything on here. Okay, so P server 0 is running this. BG early hack. Okay, let's nano on this server and see which version of the that we're running. Nano BG. Okay, so we're running the Joe's Guns version. And this is just the core template. This isn't our new one. Alright, so let's go ahead and close that because I don't want to have that open and get confused. Okay, so let's just go back to Joe's Guns then. Oh, okay, the money's recovering. That's kind of weird. So it's up to 727K now. There we go, grow. Oh, now it's back up to 2 million. So all of our scripts are hitting here. I don't know what happened. Why we got a weird connected noodles. 20,000, 20,000. Yeah, 4,000 and the security level was all the way up to 11. All right, that should be okay. So now it is 11.3. So let's throw some weaken commands at this. Okay, now it's back to 5. Might just be, this might be a data issue. Scratch go to hack. Server security level is 11. I dropped it by 0.5, so it's almost like it's not reporting the information correctly. Okay, let's go home again. So we now have this one running. It's essentially doing the same thing that this does, right? So here's the difference, and this is probably a decent spot to start to wrap up. All right, so here's the original script. We took all this functionality, and we still have the same functionality. I think this could be more aggressive, like maybe hack more than once, as opposed to growing and keeping it topped off all the time. This is safe though, right? This script should always keep the security level at the minimum and the money at the top. So this is a safe script. What we did is we took that exact same functionality, right? So here is that script basically put in here. The difference is we made it so that instead of having our target hard-coded within the script, so you'd have to write a different script or a different copy of the script for any server you want to attack, you can now pass that information in when you call the script. We collect that information, we save it. We set ourselves a flag here to worry about stuff. We build a allowed server names list, essentially. The other way you could do this is, because we do have this list, you could just pass the argument server 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then it would just collect that server and run on that server. So now it's more of a choice. The advantage to that is less user error. The disadvantage is less readability. If you don't know what 1, 2, 3, or 4, or 5 mean, then you wouldn't know that, right? So what we do is we take the name that you passed in, we see if it matches one on the list. If it does, we say you're good to go, and we run the script. If it doesn't, we default to false, so that this code will never run. We will get an invalid server name, and that'll exit out of the script. That is our contribution for today. All right, let's check on our program creation. we're at 66% done. So those are definitely getting slower. Let's see. We need to... Actually, we can't do that in a job at the same time. So we'll just let that run to finish up. And then offline, outside of the actual, what do you call it? The stream. I'll probably take a look at that. So let's do one more thing. Let's see what this script cost us. So the original takes 2.6 gigabytes of RAM to run. Our new one takes 2.6 gigabytes of RAM to run. So it doesn't cost us anything. The base cost is 1.6. We can grow. So it's the commands that actually cost us things. So our functionality makes no difference. If we wanted to, if we took that out and that out, that'd be 0.1, 0.2. Yeah, we'd only gain 0.2 gigabytes by taking out those nukes and attacks and stuff. So really, we're not losing a lot there. So yeah, it's pretty cheap actually. Once you get past the base cost for the commands. Okay, so let's see. Let's go ahead and let's kill number 1 and kill 82. How far back can I go? I don't think far enough back. I don't remember. Do I still have my calculator open? 1576. I don't think 1576 worked. But let's run grow week on 1576 threads. I don't think that'll fit with Joe's guns. Yep. All right. Oh, that's 16. So that automatically is wrong. Okay. 1576, 1575. There we go. Now we'll check our memory. We're using 99.98% of our 4 terabytes of memory. Let's go ahead and see. I don't think I can afford another upgrade. Is it alpha? Yeah, it's 31 billion to get up to 8 terabytes. We do have multiple cores, though, so it should run faster now. All right, let's check our active scripts on our home machine. All right, so I'm seeing the hacking stuff. This thing is... Oh, no, that's just the average, I think. So what happened is it ran the grower weaken, and now it's waiting for its next loop, most likely. Yep, see the number just jumped up. That means a command ran, and now it takes, like when we do those commands manually, there's that bar. Let's look at the script editor. This await command basically says run this command and wait for that bar to finish before you move on. So what's happening here is you can actually see that in place, right? That number jumps up because the command ran or finished, and now another command's running, and the bar is running, the bar is running, the bar is running, the bar is running, still running, still running, and once we see that number pop, however long this takes, or a whole bunch of those bars are running most likely because we're running on 1,500 threads. Come on, you can do it. There it was. So it popped back up. We're not getting any money yet. So let's go back. Did we price the server again? Total money available on server. You know what? We're running this. Here's what's happening. We're running this on so many threads at once because we can now do 1,500 that it basically, once the money tops out, it runs the hack so many times that we're just draining the server. And so now the server has to recover. So having the big memory pool, I don't think for the game is good to concentrate that all on a single server. That would be if we wanted to run this command now on all kinds of different servers. So let's try that. That actually might be our better. I'll see if we get a command to drop here, how much it goes up. Yeah, so there it went to 893. Okay. So let's do one last thing then. Let's go home. Let's spell home correctly. All right, so we've got 1575. We have... Oh, can I attack all these servers? Let's check that first. Scan, analyze. Okay, we got home. We got noodles. Hacking skill of 1. Hacking skill 5, 10, 30, 40. Iron Gym, Dark Web. Nuka 0000. Okay, so we're not ready for Iron Gym and Dark Web quite yet. But we should be able to run this on every other server. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, we didn't do food and stuff. So we got 6. I don't think that's in our list. What is food and stuff? Security level, total money available. Okay, so let's add food and stuff to our list. Food and stuff. Okay. So here's the nice thing about this. We can just add food and stuff. And now all our functionality still works. Because down here, we're not hard coding in how many servers to check. However many we add to this list, it'll run this functionality on. All right, so let's go home. All right, so we got Noodles, Food and Stuff, Sigma Cosmetics, Joe's Guns, Hong Fang Tea, and Harakiri Sushi. All right, so if we do 262 times 6, okay, let's try that. So here's what we're going to try. We're going to try to run our script on 262 threads. So that way we're not hitting each server quite so hard. And then we'll run this first one on... it won't auto-complete, so I have to type these. Noodles. All right. N00 DLES. All right. What did I break? Joe's Guns, Food and Stuff, Nectar. Oh, Noodles isn't on our list either. NectarNet. I don't think we have NectarNet. Hold on. Noodles, Food and Stuff, Six Sigma, Joe's Guns, Hong Kong Tea, Harry Carry, Sushi. Let's try this. Is it -2? There's CSEC, Max Hardware, 0. Okay, there's NectarNet. Can I attack NectarNet? Let's see. Nectar -net. I don't know. We might have to do some, because it's not directly connected to us. I don't remember if this works or not. Okay, it says it's running. Let's let it see if it can complete a hack. Now, something I could do. We're hammering Noodles with other scripts, but we could add Noodles to our list as well if we wanted to. All right, nothing's happening. Okay, let's let that run a little bit. Let's go check. So we need to connect to Iron Gym and then connect to NectarNet. Can run scripts on this host? Yes. RAM 16, backdoor no. Requires scope for hacking and backdoor 20. Total money available 2.75. Required number of ports open for nuke 0. SSH port is open. All right, so I think we've done everything on this server. Okay, yeah, we got 9 hacking, so it's working. All right. Let's see. Let's shut down. Okay, so we need basically this list. Let's see, that's probably not going to be very clean. Okay, we're going to leave Noodles alone. So let's get Food and Stuff first. All right, so we want $262. And we're going to say Food and Stuff. Food and Stuff. Where's Food and Stuff? Food and Stuff. Did I not spell it correctly? I put Food and ST. It should be fine. Is it not my list? Food and stuff. Should be in the list. All right, let's try one that we knew worked. Let's do Joe's Guns. All right, Joe's Guns is working. Oh, wait. I didn't save. Nice. Okay. Let's start over. Make sure this is all working. Okay. Food and stuff. Done. All right. Noodles, C-Sex, food and stuff. Sigma Cosmetics is next on our list. Sigma dash Cosmetics. And typo. Done. Joe's Guns. Done. Hong Fang Tea. Hong Fang Tea. Done. Hara Kiri Sushi. Done. So is it 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And our last one is NectarNet. 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 Done. Okay, we're at 99.79%. We have 8 gigabytes available. So 2.6. We could get 3 more scripts in if we really wanted to, but that's all right. Okay. Let's go here, analyze our active scripts. You can see the bars equal the amount of memory that you're using up. There's all of our scripts running. Food and stuff. So we can see our hacking numbers are going up, but money's not going up. What that means is the weaken and grow commands are running. So we're growing the money and we're weakening the server to make the security go down. So none of those are hitting right now. If we look at these down here, this one's just running Noodle Grow. So it's doing a bunch of grows. This is running Noodle Weaken. This one's running Noodle Cache. So it's actually generating money. All right, where's our program at? 79%. All right, we'll do that offline. So let's leave that alone. All right, well, that was our fun-filled check-in on Bitburner. It's a fun little game. If you are looking for a reason to practice programming and gamify it, it's kind of cool. It's using a real language. JavaScript is a real language. And, you could see how tonight I just kind of walked through. I knew the logic I wanted to try to do, but it's been so long since I've written code that I did have to kind of logic my way through. But you could also see how I tested things to figure it out, right? By throwing those print commands in, we're able to find how things work out, like how our comparisons, what's not working, and so we just kind of worked our way through all of that kind of stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and let all this run. I don't know how often we're going to revisit this in future streams. If this is something you want to see more of, or if you're you're playing the game and you're wanting to know how to do something, if I get enough people that request, hey, I'm trying to do this or that, I'd happily either put a video or a live stream together where we just build out the scripts of what you're trying to do. Now, keep in mind, I'm not very far in the game, so I might not be able to access what you can access, depending on how far you are. But if it is something that you're interested in, put it in the comments down below. If nothing else, I might just open it up and try to write the script, and I'll share the script with you. Happy to do that kind of stuff as well. So with that being said, we're going to call it a night. We ran way long yesterday, so we're going to try to be reasonable today. I'll have to look and see what's on the list for tomorrow. We've been doing a lot of planet base, but we finished the second planet in planet base. The third and the fourth planets, I don't think are going to be a lot different. It's mostly now dealing with some of the small differences, like do you have wind, do you not have wind, do you have storms or things like that. So we might try something new. So if there's another game you want to see, let me know. But with that being said, I think we'll go ahead and say good night. Again, this was a thank you stream for Dominic. Thanks for the great donation. You really, really pushed us up and over the top. We hit all of our goals for the year already. So now everything that we can do above this is just bonus, helps out a really great cause. You can find the donation link in the chat, the description down below, or running across the bottom of the screen. You can donate 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, all the way through the end of the year. Then we'll start over in January and do it again. But it is a yearly event. So we try to raise money each year for the Children's Miracle Network of Hospitals. If you can't donate, that's fine as well. I completely understand. You can share. So if you can share the link to other people, like I said, I don't have to be streaming when the donations come in. It's cool. I do enjoy it, but I don't have to be. So if you're willing to do that, that is awesome as well. Or you can just support the channel. Like, share, subscribe. We're growing our watch time. Thank you to everybody who is watching both the live streams and the VODs. It's making a big difference. We have grown our watch time in the last 2 months more than the previous year. So it has really, really made a difference. So thank you all for that support. This is the obligatory like, share, subscribe, comment, hit that notification bell, all the things that we say as YouTubers. But I will leave you like I always leave you. I believe that the gaming community is an amazing community, and we can all support each other no matter what component of that community we are. Whether we are players, we are the developers, streamers, whatever. So I will say, go watch, play, or create something great. Have a wonderful rest of your night, and we'll see you tomorrow night. Have a good one, guys.